This is a call for an uprising. Welcome to today's show. I want everybody out there to take a look at this. If this isn't enough proof that we are rattling their cages, that they are so desperate that they have to go on these shows and deflect, and you can hear the silence in the audience. Because the audience is so dumbed down, they don't understand what they're seeing. This is their way of trying to make sure that the audience, if they ever do come across my channel or others, or come across the fact that this is all really going on, that they have these seeds planted in their heads so they dismiss it. That's what they're doing. Now, most of you probably remember the video I did on Will Ferrell with Chris Gethard, that satanic ritual they performed. One of the more disturbing things you'll see anywhere, especially when they try to deem it in the name of comedy. And this is him going on Conan O'Brien. Listen to how he deflects and talks about this. I apologize in advance for the choppiness of the clip, but for people who seem to think this is a big joke, they sure go out of their way to block us from uploading these clips. So I had to add the pitch, make it a little higher, make it black and white, real annoying stuff, but I had to do it to get it through so it wasn't blocked in all countries like it was saying it was going to be. So take a look at this.
I think, first of all, I think he's the funniest man on the planet, Will Ferrell. Yeah. And so what a great thing that he's producing your show. How involved is he?
He really looks out for us. He comes on the show from time to time. He actually was on 3 weeks ago, and we did a bit that I was really proud of because it really spiraled. I'm the first to admit it went a little too far. It was very, very confusing. He came on, he was our executive producer. He's like, we got to get these numbers up, man. Right. Like, let's drive these numbers through the roof. What do we got to do to get more eyes on this thing? And we wound up doing this, like, almost like pseudo ayahuasca ceremony where he was wearing robes and antlers and he made me drink this sacred tea.
He's like a druid and he's doing like an invocation to get more people to watch the show.
Yeah, almost like an occult ceremony, but it was all fake. People rubbed blood on me and dirt on me, and then I was birthed out of a 6-foot-tall vagina. And it was really, I really loved it.
Where did you find a 6-foot-tall vagina?
We built it.
Oh, okay, right, okay, yeah, all right.
I've never heard of vagina referred to in its tallness.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Fantastic.
Thank you so much. And it was just like this dumb bit we did.
But Will also commits so much.
So hard.
So fully to things.
1,000%.
Right. Did you, at any point were you thinking, what am I doing while this is all happening?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it ended with him making me suckle from his teeth while he rubbed my head. It was so weird. It was so weird. And I'm so proud of it. And the thing I'm most proud of, I'm so proud of it. And the thing I'm most proud of is that this is totally true. There's all these like online conspiracy websites and like subreddits, and they have latched onto this thing and analyzed it and made videos analyzing it. And they say that my show on True TV is like a hub for a Hollywood satanic ring. And they really believe it. And they're saying Will Ferrell is involved in all this Satanism, and my show is where celebrities go to spread their satanic messages, which I am flattered that they think my show is that popular.
Yeah.
They're going to say you're a part of it. Because you're talking to me, they're going to say you're both a part of it now. And they're right, and you're right. The conspiracy theorists, you're right. These guys are a big part of all of this stuff.
Yeah.
And they're going to deny it right now, but I came here today to spread the truth. Andy in particular, he's really locked in on this satanic stuff.
No, I'm not.
Why would he deny it? Why would he deny it?
I'm not. I'm just not.
He worships the goat. He worships the goat. Everybody knows. It's the worst kept secret in Hollywood. Andy Richter, satanic goat worshiper.
Boy, I mean, I knew we were rattling their cages, but this is just more confirmation that people such as myself, they are watching. They are watching. People, I know that, and I'm not saying that from a narcissistic standpoint. You know, I'm not a prideful person. I don't think I'm better than anyone else. I don't think that this channel is better than any other channel out there. But I know that they fear me because what they try to do is use mind control on people, and it doesn't work on me. You see, they do stuff like satanic panic they talk about, right? Oh, the satanic panic. Everybody out there's panicking. Who's panicking? Do I sound like I'm panicking? Satanic panic. I'm licking my chops for a shot at some of these Satanists. Licking my chops, waiting for the day. You think I'm scared because they put on cloaks and they do this to kids? That's giving me more rage to punt their heads to kingdom come. They fear you, the listener. They fear me. And guess what? Other truth channels who are listening, they fear you as well. They are using deflection and comedy so much that they don't know how ridiculous they're starting to sound. You hear him here go, oh boy, there's this crazy dark web of the internet and Reddit forums. They're talking about this channel because that video that I did had hundreds of thousands of views on this channel, I believe, and Fire Rises combined. They blocked it from ad revenue, like that. They think I care, but they try to also block it from people seeing it. I think other channels picked up on it after my video, which is fine by me. I don't need credit for it. I want the truth out there. But this is what they're talking about. They're talking about me. They're talking about you. And then they're going, oh, there's these crazy people that think there's this big satanic cult. And Conan O'Brien's like, oh, isn't that weird? Oh, and this is Conan O'Brien a couple years ago hosting the MTV Video Awards. I guess this is a big joke too, right?
Almost killed. Welcome to the Satanic Cult Awards, ladies and gentlemen. All hail the Dark Lord.
Oh, is that more deflecting? You know, for people who say that Satan's not real, that Satan doesn't exist, they sure talk about him a lot. They sure put on a lot of mock rituals out there. But again, Conan O'Brien, he's a good church boy cat. Oh yeah. We're not supposed to believe that any of these people are in on it. But what they do is they try to take it and they go, oh, man, there's a cult going on at the Chris Gethard show. No, nobody said that. Listen to my video. Cult going on at the Chris Gethard show. I said that it was a ritual, at the very least a mock ritual. But there's not a cult going on there because everybody in Hollywood is in on the cult. You see, your show isn't important. Those of you guys in Hollywood who seek ratings and seek fame by forcing yourselves on all of these big outlets like Comedy Central and NBC and all these stations, you're being force-fed to the people. Nobody really likes you. People are forced to listen to you. Chris Gethard, this channel gets more views than your show. That's pretty pathetic, being that I record this from my basement on a laptop. Pretty sad, right? And I'm not getting force-fed on anybody. So again, they try to use comedy like that to say, oh man, they think that there is a big conspiracy going on. All of these people in Hollywood are all a part of it. You didn't hear Chris Gethard mention the fact that he did a skit earlier in the night with Will Ferrell talking about babies and pizza. That must be a coincidence too. There was no code word or referencing there. I mean, give me a break. If you're blind, you didn't see that. And if you haven't seen that video, go watch it. It's on my channel. Go watch it and watch how ridiculous these people are. And for Conan O'Brien, who, rumor has it, which we all know is a true rumor, hosted at Bohemian Grove or gave a speech at Bohemian Grove a few years ago, and then pretends like he doesn't know what it is, but then pretends like, hey, welcome to MTV Music Awards. Let's all worship the Dark Lord. I mean, boy, they say this stuff and people don't laugh. Like, who in the audience is like, and Conan O'Brien goes, let's worship the Dark Lord. And people are like, people are just smiling because they don't know what's going on because they're zombies. And they're like, hey, it's Conan O'Brien. I'm supposed to laugh, right? Because the sign above my head says laugh box. Yeah. And then you get Chris Gethard here, who, I mean, if you research this guy, you can see some of his stand-up skits talking about how he got married at a Jewish summer camp. I almost said a sewage camp. That would be a little fitting, right? a Jewish summer camp or something like that is where he got married. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what he could follow that would be satanic, you know? I mean, maybe he follows a certain book that talks about this stuff. It talks, you know, all the stuff that you're seeing revealed on his show with children and pizza. Yeah. So I wanted to show everyone out there this. This is the kind of stuff that should pump you up. This shouldn't discourage you. This should make you go, you know what? For the people in my life who say I'm crazy, for the attacks you're probably under from people bugging you, this is them nervous as possibly or as anyone possibly can be, because they are bringing up Satanism and the occult over and over. They're not just showing you rituals and then saying it's not real or it's a big joke. They're getting nervous because they're getting caught. Right? And obviously they're putting it out in the open, so they would expect to get caught, but they wouldn't expect as many people to to be like-minded exposing this stuff, right? You know, I do my best to try sound how I normally am, which is sane. Even though, yeah, I could yell sometimes and sound like a lunatic when I say I want to, throw somebody down a well. But for the most part, channels like this scare them because they can't use this deflection tactic. You know, there's not videos on my channel of me driving around looking for Sasquatch and stuff that they can use and say, oh, the guy who believes in the satanic cult's also the guy who believes in the Sasquatch. I stay consistent with what I talk about, which is the occult, which is Satanism, and then the branches involved in it, from the bottom barrel Freemasonry to the Jesuits to the Zionists, all that stuff. And that scares them because if regular people hear someone like myself speak, they will wake up. They will snap out of it. They won't be able to go, oh, but this is the same guy who says there's a UFO and he got abducted by one a couple years ago and got his anus probed. Oh, they can't do any of that stuff. They are panicking, not just me, because of you, the listener, because of you, the other channels who are exposing this stuff. So keep doing it. Keep putting them on the ropes. They are starting to look like buffoons. Oh, Will Ferrell is some type of Hollywood Satanist they crack jokes about. Then why is he hanging out with Marina Abramovich? Oh, are we supposed to believe Marina Abramovich isn't a Satanist when she openly, just doing rituals here? Oh, spirit cooking's not a real satanic ritual using coagulated blood, writing on the wall what kind of spell or whatever, drinking semen and urine and all that stuff. How about the fact she carved a pentagram into her stomach? Now, none of that stuff's satanic. Or the picture of her standing inside of a gigantic satanic pentagram. No, none of that stuff is. So Will Ferrell, who's at these, these events for Marina Abramovich where there's cannibalism, there's fake bodies laying on the table, and they're hinting at cannibalism. Oh, we're supposed to believe that he's not connected to any of these people at all. He's just a big funny guy, right? Gig is up, boys. Hollywood, the gig is up. The awakening is happening. People are starting to catch on to your bullcrap because there's like-minded, reasonable people out there who make sense, who are showing people this stuff and the repetition that you're using. Every single one of these, you know why it's so important about every one of these cases that involve SRA? Because what's the common theme? You're telling me I talk about 50 to 100 cases? How come every single one's dismissed? How come every single one is just deemed satanic panic? Oh, there's no evidence. There's not? Oh, sperm inside of a child's rear end isn't evidence? Oh, all the stuff that why? Because they say that they were making them drink blood? Oh, of course. They must be making that up because a 2-year-old has the imagination to know what that is. The gig is up. People are waking up. Your bullcrap deflection and your bullcrap mind control, it doesn't work on me. It doesn't work on the subscribers of this channel. And it isn't going to be working on the masses for much longer because the repetition, we're going to break it. And then after that, there'll be some other things that we break. I thank you for listening to today's show. And I thank all of you for being subscribers to this channel. I appreciate all of you greatly. God bless all of you and your families.